Hello, and welcome to Fading Suns Thursday. I assume we are live. That is more of an announcement for everyone else at the table than necessarily myself. I am Jay, and your GM. We are live on the Ulysses International channel, and
fail to see the problem.
Despite all of the fun things that I have left off, not so much cliffhangers, but tag hangers, we are not playing our Fading Suns campaign tonight. No, instead, we have a very special event for all of you who have been part of this journey with us for the last 3 years. So just to keep in mind, Maddie really wanted me to show this off before I do anything else.
It's really important.
This is what we have been playing with for the last 3 years. We've been playing with Maddie's is far more organized than mine.
You
can see
mine.
you can see multicolored tabs and highlights and like binder dividers. That is not something I've ever done. But tonight we are going. No, I'm just kidding. I saw that happening. Tonight we are going to show off everything. And I mean everything that is available for Fading Suns, because we got all of our studio copies in. Lily will be getting hers when she next time she is out in studio land, wherever that happens to be. And we're going to hand these out. So we're going to start. We're going to show you everything. I'm going to get our players' reactions, because for the last 3 years we've been playing with the playtest documents, and we've been playing with the final PDFs, which have been a ton of fun. But to actually now hold, and I think we counted, we have like 11 or 12 books to show off tonight. We're going to go through this and just show off what we love about it. So we're going to start with the character book. So if you are playing Fading Suns, if you have backed the Kickstarter, if you are Mark, who has posted his pictures of all of this, you know that this is the book that is all of the rules of the game, how to make characters, all of the equipment. There are, and so JD was nice enough to set up this nice can right here.
There is an index with actual page numbers that you can reference.
So
This
this,
is gonna get so much better.
so one of the things I'm really impressed with is the fact that the actual rules of the game are only 36 pages long. Everything else in this book is characteristics and traits and how they work and technology and how occult powers work.
That's gonna be jealous someday.
Oh, what page are you on? Let's show. They do smell
Juicy.
wonderful. If you are like basically everyone at this table and you enjoy that new book smell more than you enjoy that new car smell, you will not be disappointed. So I've got
261.
261. So let's just kind of take a flip through here. What are things that, like, tell me what pages to show off here. So 261, this is the occult, but definitely something that Gemma gets to go with. What else is interesting here? What page are you on?
If you go to page 44, there is a very nice concept chart for you to figure out what kind of player or character are you creating.
All of the factions, all of the classes. So you go by
It
class
starts with
and
your
then
social
faction.
class, and then
That's
faction,
fancy,
and then
Yeah,
calling. And
that's
it's so
awesome.
super easy to just kind of follow
Yeah,
down the line.
that's what you've let in your brain.
Here's a Vorox, which you may notice is missing about 1.99 million legs.
It's 103.
Page 103?
Yeah, Lee is concerned. and
Why
I'm
is
like,
Lee
yeah,
concerned? What's on page 103?
That's what
Oh,
you've
hey!
let in your brain.
Look, that's definitely Azazel. He
Yeah.
just shows up way hotter than that. Also, in case you are familiar with old school D&D, this is an homage, in my opinion, to that original Player's Handbook cover with the people taking the gems out of the statue. We've broken Lee. There are a ton of gorgeous stained glass
But
icons.
yes, the one
of
picture you
the
showed me
saints in
before
this
my
book.
brain shorted, I like that one too.
Which one was that?
I lost it. I'll find it.
I was
again.
just like, she was just like, this would be like Calypso. It was just like a lady.
Someone flying. She was doing a flying kick. Yeah, the stained glass is beautiful.
The stained glasses, yeah, they're just gorgeous. Like, I love this picture, like, with the cybernetic arm and the huge hand axe. Let me get a little bit better view of that for you guys. And chat, if there's anything you want us to point out or see or flip back to, please let us know. Same with
Ruffled shirt.
Lily.
Shut the front door. What page?
55. There's a ruffled shirt.
55.
No way.
Yes. I can't make this up.
I'm totally claiming that as us.
Hey, look, it's tagged.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Shh. There is a ruffled shirt. Look at that.
Yep.
So what do you guys think?
This
So
is so pretty.
this, like, you guys want to make new characters now? Is that basically what's going on? No? Okay, still just with the same character
Calypso
status.
is O.
Oh my gosh.
I don't OG.
And it
The
lists
goat?
your perks
She's the goat. There.
under
the
your
goat.
class, so
Mhm.
you don't have to flip through and look at every perk to find ones that work for you. That's beautiful.
It's really the little things.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
really
I agree,
little
Evan. It is
details.
definitely an homage to the AD&D cover. I could be wrong, but I don't think that I am.
Ooh, and it's check, so
What page?
84.
We'll flip back here.
I mean, yes, it's a tech thing.
If only
Oh,
they
that
had
looks
put us
funky
in.
enough.
Something is following you in the darkness.
Oh.
Is that you or is that me? Neither of us really knows.
What
Maybe
page?
it's Perpetua.
Look, man, I just found out what's on page 103. I didn't really consider it before.
What page are you on back?
I just kind of.
Kind of jumped. Jam made it real attractive, right?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I thought Azazel was a chick for a while.
Oh, sorry.
So like,
I didn't
I mean,
ever
that doesn't
know.
stop Calypso from finding anything attractive. So.
That's-
Oh man.
oh, look, it's the Oh Boii fleeing from Milan Station.
I
mean,
just
not.
looked at
It's,
that too.
oh, look at this St. Paulus.
Lily's very
Lily,
pretty.
there's a stained glass on page 214. Can you see it in the chat? All right, well then I will hold it up for you. They have a stained glass of St. Paulus. Thank you for joining in, even though you are remote tonight. I am very glad to have you as a part of this experience.
You know,
I like to make silly faces on the stream while everybody else is doing stuff.
I mean, basically, that's
Yep,
what my
I saw
job
that.
is too.
page
So
129.
That's an e-shield, baby.
Right, like, it's really nice to just be able to actually see, like,
what they look
What we've
like.
been talking
what
about.
we've been talking. Because, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not what I thought in my head. Like,
Mhm.
I Mass Effect applied, like, everything's blue in Mass Effect, so I was
Mhm.
like, it's clearly blue,
Oh, look.
and it has little hexagons on it.
Father Bell.
What page is Father Bell on?
296.
Oh, here's an e-shield. Here's different types of e-shields. 296, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see how this looks. Evan, I know you're in the chat, so you tell us what you think. Little Father Bell action going on right there.
Also, like, I didn't expect things to look like that's very modern.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is like a sleek skyscraper on page 118.
Oh, look, there's something. We won't show JM. We're just going to turn the page.
Yeah, we don't need
It
to.
says
But
the-
then it also,
Oh,
you know, there's also
Hey, look,
this.
there's another demon.
You know, then there's
Definitely.
also more of like what you
Yeah,
would consider
yeah.
like medieval space.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't expect it to be so blended.
So what do you guys think so far of...
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
am
book.
so happy with the character book.
Yeah, and then that kinda looks like
feel like
classic
I could get a
Rome.
lot of play out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah?
So then do a good range of
Mm-hmm.
those who are super tech and those who
Sorry,
are
there's
not.
a page of 1,000 years of weaponry. Okay.
What? And that's...
Yep. Spend some time with them.
Go. Okay. I'll pour it in there.
No network detected. Search for signal, yes or no?
Woo! Sorry, I'm slow.
No, take your time. We have been waiting 3 years for this. So
Wow.
if you will bear with us
This
as
is the
we
time we
go
pull
through and
these
enjoy
cards.
this.
So as I think about my like
Destructive.
RPG books, who's up for an IKEA run this week? Because I need a
we
new
need a new.
bookshelf.
We need a new. What is it, Billy?
A new Billy?
A new Billy. I need a new
Yeah,
Billy.
that's probably fair.
I just found something out.
What'd
What?
Martech, they originated on Mars.
Yeah, it's
Which
Mars.
is
It's
why
Mars
it's
technology.
I just learned, and it's funny because under the armory page on 222, the last couple sentences are like, contact Martech helpline or visit our Mars office, and then whoever is responding goes, Mars? Where the hell is that?
Oh, that's fantastic.
So,
Yeah, because do they know where the original solar system is?
I don't think
Holy Terra was at
Okay.
least on the old maps listed.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because they said this. Oh wait, no, never mind. That says, "Damn this all to the outer dark." There's a lot more cussing in this book than
Jeannie,
I
we got a lot more cussing on the stream.
Just switch it to Bork.
All right, well, you guys keep looking. I'm going to
Okay.
hand out book 2.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, like this.
Becca's
one's
like, give me book 2.
old school.
So book 2 is the Universe book. This is the setting book, and just to point this out, like, character book, the Universe book is still pretty beefy.
So pretty. Okay, set this
Big
down.
boys.
Whoa.
All right, Universe book, sweet cover. So
Crack
this is
that baby open.
this is the book that has all of the setting material in it. Oh, look at that picture on page 3. That is gorgeous.
Dang.
Intro story.
That's Zebulon. All right. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Wait,
this
which
is
one's
Zebulon
Zebulon?
the prophet.
So
Here on
would
the
this
cover.
be Ashkagael and this is, or no, Ashkagael and Lady
Wait.
Beatrice?
I mean, you know.
Lady
Babe
Beatrice.
hats.
Saint, or you know, whoever the demons and saints are in your game.
Oh, Saint Horace the Learned. So it starts off with the history, like how we encountered the jump gates.
That guy's a saint.
Oh yeah, definitely a saint. Don't worry, Gemma, your halos will start to manifest here soon.
I really want to read this. Like,
It's-
there's a lot in here that I don't think
Ooh, is that what Gemma's
I would
armor
have
looks
never.
Mm-hmm. What page is that?
like? 27. That's
Yes,
dope.
that is
Except
exactly.
he's missing his buttons.
Yeah, Gemma doesn't have, or this guy doesn't have battle buttons. In fact, he has more of what I would like to call the GM haircut. But
Battle bulbs.
battle bald.
It's BB. It works.
Hashtag battle bald. I am ready. Cool. Thanks for that. Evan says that there's cussing in the book, so it's canon.
But do they have Borg?
They don't have
Calypso
Borg in
has
it. Look at this.
not been in vain.
Page 32, the Imperial Throne is gorgeous. Like, the art, Ulysses always has good art in their books, but I'm really kind of blown away by
Yes.
the art in the Fading Suns
Oh,
book.
there's, so if we see this symbol, that's Malik.
We know this guy's bad.
Decados.
The praying mantis.
Oh, Hawkwood has a lion. What is Hazat's book? Is that like a lobster claw?
Some sort of claw, yeah. Lihan, or Lihalan. We haven't actually encountered a lot of Lihalan in our game.
I don't
Maybe not. I like
know
that
at
one.
all.
It's very pretty.
There's a really cool kind of stained glass piece on 54
yeah.
and 55 for the church.
Oh, there you go.
Rah! Is that
Hey, look.
Torbier? Not Torbier.
This is the symbol of the battle order, Battle Brothers here on page 57.
Needs some battle buns.
Yeah, I agree, Evan. Fading Suns does do a really great job of inspiring art.
Well, I like the Aeon one.
Hey, look, this is yours, Evan. Father Bell's jump gate cross. Sanctuary Aeon with the Holy Grail. Temple of Vesti with the jump gate on fire. That feels about.
It's my daddy.
Feels
Your
about
dad? What page? Oh, there he is.
75.
Looks like as much of a butt face as I think he is.
He is not a butt face.
I beg to differ.
Chat, what do you think? Is Braxton, Grandmaster Braxton, a butt face or not? Not hot or not? Butt face
We all
or
know
not?
he's hot.
Well,
Who is wildly uncomfortable? Well, I mean, he and Calypso did have a passionate affair in
Right.
the youth, so
Yeah.
you know that
And I'm,
Yeah.
I'm attractive, so
You have to say
like,
it's
you
so
know.
pretty.
dude had to have or had something going on for him.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, how would Calypso describe Braxton in his youth?
Ooh,
That's
this is
what I
an
want.
interesting question. Even Lily's intrigued. Look at that. She's like,
oh my god.
yeah.
It's Runner.
I guess I would assume Calypso would have described Braxton in his youth as ambitious, charming,
All right.
charismatic,
Wow.
Oh, so
and probably the last one would be a mistake.
oh, just don't say that in front of Jexa.
She's not a mistake, but
So there's Shopper.
Oh yeah,
Eleven.
no, good call there.
Spelling.
I am
wrong.
an Asgul. The page of Leagueheim is very cool. I believe that's the one that I have showing up here. So Uruban, Urukar, like 2 of the alien races.
This is really the jump gate and showing which factions
Borax.
primarily owns. Would
Oh yeah, look at that.
definitely be helpful.
Yeah, look,
Future-
Criticorum,
future
where you were at,
I'm a little
Gwyneth,
concerned by
Lemminkainen.
Chernobog, Absolution, and that have just skull and
Daishan.
crossbows on it.
Yeah, that's the symbiote faction.
And that's
There's
not
Ravenna, Lemminkainen. Well, there's Hargard.
Ravenna.
Hargard.
Shopper.
So Jam, where on here was Limbus?
Olympus is not on the map.
Because it was secret.
It was lost.
Is Limbus a canon planet?
Ooh.
No, I made that up.
Okay.
That one up. Oh, this is a great
That's pretty.
picture
Those boots are nice.
I feel like Calypso would definitely have
of a
that
temple
outfit.
of Esti.
The deep cut.
I now feel like I missed an opportunity with like the vampire
Collar.
Oh,
Collar.
and what a great jump gate picture here at the end. That's spectacular. Page 120.
Getting there.
No, take your time.
I just think that Hargard.
Hargard.
Woo!
Ooh.
Are those the gargoyles that hurt people?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, all the gargoyles are there. All right. May
Gargoyle
I?
has 2 mouths.
Please.
Start passing out book 3. We're about a quarter of the way through the books, Lily. Just FYI. So this one is the one that I don't want you looking at. It's the GM book. You guys can look at
Oh!
it. All of my secrets unveiled. Ugh.
That's the princess.
Oh, look at that.
That's
thing's-
the emperor.
Oh wow.
Really great.
That is what I think of when I think of Limbus.
Yeah, that's
Fair,
a
yeah.
really good idea.
It just needs all the buildings need to be a little shorter.
Book 4 is great as it lists inspiration for
Three.
books, TV shows, movies, and comics. Babylon 5 as the #1 TV show. I'm sure JD would appreciate that.
Well, that was a sigh.
That
We
was
could
a
hear it
loud
on
I
the
know, right?
sigh.
Just know, any chance I get to make a Babylon 5 comment as it relates to JD, I'm going to take it. Books of the New Sun, agreed. Foundation, agreed. Lensman, like, I mean, I didn't have anything to do with this, but I've read these and I'm like, yeah, no, I totally understand. This is where I'm pulling stuff from. Lamort to Arthur.
Is that who? I mean, close.
Ooh, Tekkamul. That is a deep dive, and I love it. So this is the rules for GMs. Just how to run a Fading Suns game. Oh, that horror arc is on page 17. It's a great picture as well.
Is the first instruction in the GM book pick only chaos agents for your players?
The step 1 is gathering the troop. All games begin with the players. Please invite Lily if she is available. It says, that one's in crayon. I'm not entirely sure where it came from, but
I'm just saying, this group in particular, we don't ever. I mean, pretty much all of your groups. You just like chaos agents. Maybe it's you.
maybe it's me. Maybe I have a type when it comes to players.
You should award weird points to the troop coffer when the troop achieves one of its key goals.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't
We're
got
a
weird points for
troop.
that.
But I hand out a lot of weird points.
You do anytime we have a great moment of role playing or character
Which
concepts.
I do, yep.
But like troop triumphs over the dark, where the troop achieves its key goals, or at the end of a drama. We no. I have a big fat 0 right now because we haven't been awarded anything.
That sounds like a you problem. See, this is why I didn't want to have the books.
I'm gonna be reading this closely before next week.
Second chapter is all about NPCs. Oh man, Saint Hadara the Miraculous is awesome. So this is where NPCs. This is awesome. Occultists. What the heck is that? That's a hull rat? That's a hull rat, Bill?
What page?
You don't even know.
Oh.
Just ignore it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Hold on, what
Oh,
page?
Lily.
Page
Lily,
59.
you're
It's
getting
sort of like a
picture of
Minoc,
this.
don't worry.
It's like it's
something
not
that
like a
sits on the outside
Minoc.
of your ship and eats it. It's on page 59.
Oh, this husk is spectacular. Now I have to use them more.
Becca, page 27, bottom right.
The whole rat?
I feel we've done enough husk-related adventuring.
Becca goes full rules lawyer. Lee is a chaos generator. Oh, actually, no, that's a good point, Chainsaw Gothic. She's technically a rules reeve in Fading Suns. You get a weird point. Because Becca says I need to hand out more weird points, so enjoy that one.
Astro Divinity cards? Tarot cards with Earth imagery? Say what?
Void Krakens. Oh, good lord. Did you guys see the image on page 76?
Oh, why are we giving him ideas?
Look, you can just see the Void Kraken's eye in the view screen.
I don't want to look.
Oh my word.
Yeah, that's not great. This episode not brought to you by that glass.
So this guy in the astronaut suit, this is the husk?
That's a husk, yeah.
Neat.
Becca, is this what
Oh,
Hawkwood
Saint
boyfriend looks like?
Dorumus, the world architect. This is one of the main guys who is a terraformer, if I remember my lore correctly.
There's a lot more
Does
scary
he look
stuff
like
than
him?
I kind of
I think he looks like him right now, but he'll grow into it. He's still jangling.
So I asked her if
Hey, look, there's a map of Hargard.
I saw that.
if this was what her Hawkwood boyfriend looks like. But it's really
Really, the end of the
Yeah.
campaign will just be Jexa looking down in a mud pit with all of her bows wrestling for her affection. That's just how I'm going to end it.
Okay.
What the heck?
I don't know how
is-
we're gonna narrate that, but I'm into it.
Just some of these NPCs.
Yes, Rook. Void Kraken.
40s, the 40s.
Imagine the Kraken from Clash of the Titans, but in
There's
space.
the rugged.
What page are you on?
The ladies who ain't taking no crap.
108.
Oh,
I am not there yet. I'm
Put
looking
that
at the
away,
creepy
please.
picture on page 91.
I'm still on page
This is a
17.
Morgont.
Yeah, take your time.
Tall, gaunt, stilt-legged, thin skin stretches across thick bones.
What is that cow thing? How do you a whale hog? What the heck is a whale hog?
I think it's a cross between a whale and a hog, or a really big hog. It's something you can flense. I
Well,
know that.
How do you say that?
What page are you on? This is the
16.
Morgont, which Becca wanted to show off to people.
Ugh.
All right, what
Becca,
page?
did you see you can get a dragon? Page 60 is the name that I would like you to pronounce for me.
Maddie, you know my secret.
I know.
Ceremonir.
Whale hog.
Whale hog.
Is it a baby? Do you call it a whale piglet?
I think so. And chat, don't worry. The next time they're in space, if you guys demand that I release the Void Kraken,
No. Why would you do that?
Rook, I want you to think about the joy that you got on Monday with how I responded
it's a whale of a tale.
to your
My
bits
thing.
Oh
and
wow.
tormenting of Chris.
Yeah, we need to have this map open for.
Or for Hergard.
Hergard.
Woo! Oh no.
Next, but definitely not the thing that I have been waiting most for.
What is it?
It
Shane?
is the GM screen.
Ah!
By the way, this just means that everyone at the table, including Lily and
don't-
Alice, will have to run a Fading Suns
I
game.
don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what that thing is.
that's the Morgont.
Hold on, I found it again.
All right, so this is the GM screen. It comes with
What in the?
weird or victory points and weird points, which I'm very excited.
with tokens.
And then
When mutant feral dogs attack.
Yes, you know, in your adventure.
As one does.
not in real life, hopefully. Bam! Check this out. This is gorgeous.
Whoa,
Can I just keep this up? Oh look, common maneuvers.
Yeah, so
Gunfire shot.
I'm going to put this for the chat. Hopefully you can see this. So you have how to spend VP, the resistance ratings, sequence of play, all the capabilities, all of the environmental conditions, the state, common maneuvers. Hold on.
Ooh, that's
Common
air
maneuvers, gunfire, tech level, and ranks. This is a very useful GM screen.
Found air cold.
Nickel's blonde though.
Well, I mean,
You want me to just? I got a marker. Or we
yeah,
can.
we
And he
can
eats cheese.
He eats cheese. He has long flowing locks. He also eats bread. He does a lot of fondue, mainly because it's a fantasy role playing game, and JM can live out all of the things that he can't do in real life. Just like run his fingers through his long flowing.
Bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese.
Gluten bread.
Yes. All right.
What are you going to do?
Wait, okay, so hold
I'm
on.
totally waiting for you.
So these
No?
How does that work?
these little guys.
Did you?
All right. So these are weird points.
Okay, so the purple are weird points.
Yep.
Okay.
The orange ones are victory points, and if you look, these are 1s, 5s, and then 10s.
You know, so if you want to stack them instead of like adding them up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! So because
And
my
then
strength is an
this
8, I can
is
lift
just
140
happy-
kilograms.
This is part of the
Yoked.
All right, so we're gonna go back to books because all right, so that was only 3 books and 1 GM screen, but we're not done.
But there's more. For only $19.99
Don't listen to her; it's way more than that.
Oh, I'm
Per
sorry,
month.
I'm
No, it's
slow.
okay. Okay, take your time.
to Academic Production, you can watch us use these.
I'm gonna ask you to
Yeah, okay.
hit me
Sure.
up there.
How much?
I'm glad that
7
you were running.
figures?
I'm glad that you were still running a Fading Suns game as well.
What is this? What is that?
These are different.
Races.
There are different races or species in the Fading Suns universe. So I am an Nazgul says that he is still glad to be running Fading Suns after all these years. His new group even has characters who are children of the former characters,
that's
and
fun.
that is spectacular. All right, so faction book. I don't even know. None of us have actually looked through these yet.
I'm
So
sorry.
you guys are getting first.
Allow me. Yearning to rise.
Please don't
The
read it
royal
in that
houses.
tone of voice.
The church and the merchant league conspire to control all avenues of power.
I'm really mad we haven't run into this.
I know.
Like I feel like I've been
Despite
deprived.
centuries of rules, he just can't manage it all.
I know.
JM asks for something different, and he hates it even more.
No, I'm fine with this voice. So I've been told that I have been deficient as a GM because I have not introduced any of these other alien races.
I'm just specific to little.
Oh, that's
little-
fantastic. The introduction is called The Minority Report.
Oh, good.
This guy definitely looks like Count Orleton on page 5, or at least Orleton
Oh
2.0.
no, that's not even
No.
close.
Orleton 2.0. So the faction book, as Becca was reading, has a lot of the minor factions in here. So minor noble houses, minor sects, minor guilds, pagans, sentient alien species. So
What
you
is-
get a,
What is going on page 21?
I don't know, I haven't gotten there yet. Flip.
So this is Athana. That's what you were, right?
No, she was an Oban.
Right.
From House Thana.
Oh, from House
House
Thana?
Thana.
Oh, okay. Nah. Look at this. There's Mecha, apparently. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Becca?
But then
Becca.
she's in like a full headdress.
Yeah. Like an old school, almost shamanistic headdress.
Oh no, it does not look like the person in that mecha suit wants to be in that suit.
All right, so for Lee,
Uh-huh.
let's see here.
Here they are. Oh no, these are the bird people.
So these actually have the stats in here for if you want to be one of these other minor factions or minor
Okay, he's not.
guilds or sects in the. I really love this picture. This one reminds me of Dune a lot on page 31.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I've always found it
Horse people.
one of the things I find.
That's what I wanted to be originally. I was like, can I be a horse person? He's like, no, we're all humans.
Can we just stop and talk about the fact that there is a Brewers Guild?
Well, I was just gonna say there's a choristers guild too,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. Are you you gonna be a hesychist?
I don't know.
A desert dweller?
You know. Chainsaw Gothic, they're talking about the Ganok being amazing. And Admiral Nelson, like, that's fantastic. He GM'd this for about 30 plus sessions before he even got the books. Well done.
Lily, I want you to know there's a picture of Edith on page 26 in this book.
They don't have hands.
Who don't have hands?
Magnificent. I'm so excited.
How
I'll
do
send it
The
to you.
Shantar?
they?
36, you said?
Those are just hooves.
Oh,
Listen.
yeah, I've danced with somebody, like, I've danced with an
Don't-
Esquire.
Don't let opposable thumbs be the thing that...
How do they shoot guns?
We don't want it. Thank you.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
JD, thank you.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Perhaps
I know,
their guns are designed
Here
differently.
you
That
go.
might be true.
Yeah.
That might be
Knock.
true. Oh, what page is that? The little.
65.
all right, so yeah, on 61 we have the score bites.
I've danced with one of those.
You have danced with
It
one
was
of those,
traumatizing.
and you've
That
got the
thing was
abilities. The Atiri are the eagle people. The Ganoks, they are magnificent.
I want to be a
That-
squirrel person.
Yeah.
There's the
And it's like this all
gourmands.
the time. It'd be great.
The
Is a
Ishkin,
person.
the squirrel people. So what you're saying is, when we wrap up the Fading Suns game, we need to do a short, like 3-week, everybody gets to play an alien
Yes.
campaign.
And I'll play one of the horse people so I can explain in great detail how I operate weaponry.
The Oruyim.
No,
Yep, there's the Shantor. Yeah, they do not have opposable thumbs. Don't be a thumbist.
They don't even have.
There's a shill.
It's just a hoof. Like, do they have to, like, pick them and, like.
Phantom
cut
says
'em
that
and-
the Shantar are supposed to have a mouth manipulator, which I'm just gonna leave be.
Mouth manipulator, like a thing in their mouth?
Yeah,
that
I guess
they-
so.
There's stewards. Interesting.
I do not like that power.
Which power?
Hidden body.
Oh, perks
You are
of the
actually
changed.
two
Yeah.
people, two separate entities. The other is small and lives in a womb inside of you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like
Wow.
hidden body with homunculus are
Okay,
fantastic.
Jam, page 59.
Lily, you are frozen on. I thought you were frozen on like the best silly face that you have done all night. Like, here's the image of. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, I don't like it. No.
That's the little guy in the womb. Yeah.
So page 59 is going to be this one shot that we do. There is the, what were the ones that Lee likes?
Ganok.
Ganok. Riding a horse person, and a bird person is flying in the air. I wish I remember what the names of them. But it looks
There's a ton of information here on cybernetics as well, which is just fantastic.
And important.
What is that thing?
I'm into the Orowim too.
The Aurum, the amphibious ones. Yes.
They're super pretty.
In case you can't tell, we are all super thrilled.
We're okay.
I
with
plan
it.
to just record Lily on my phone when she gets all the books, and she can squee as much as she wants, and then we'll post it.
A fringe, so your stereotype, a rural outlander, a socialite curiosity, fringe thespian. And that person has a third eye.
Oh, they walk on all fours. In fact, that's how they were able to evade discovery, because they were simply taken as smart animals.
Oh, new. Yeah, the Imperium or the known world, like the Empire's relationship with the Shantor, is very dark. I think it would be a lot of fun to run a game on Lemminkainen, where it's basically the Shantor versus the humans, because there's a lot of Shantor preserves on Lemminkainen, and they end up getting into a lot of conflict with House Hawkwood. So Lily, this is for you. This next book is Intrigue and Escapades. Unveils
how
the
they fire and
conspiracy customs among priests, nobles, and merchants. 2 detailed adventures involving tropes such as dirty dealings, along with hosts of dramatic hooks that GMs can develop. So this feels like sort of a theme book, if that makes sense. Oh, look at that energy shield on page 2.
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm ready for some intrigue.
Ooh, plotting priests.
As opposed to like rooftop battles with insane assassins.
Listen, as fun as it was to throw grenades,
Oh no, that might happen.
All Lily wants in the world
Oh,
is
boy.
more grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at
I think Val's gonna help me with that.
I definitely think she is. All right, so let's see here. So this is basically how nobles approach intrigue.
I don't like page 24.
I haven't gotten there yet.
I'm just telling you now. So many lasers.
So many lasers. The subtitle of the market.
Anathematicians? What is an
Anath-
anathematician?
It feels like somebody who is
An anathema?
using mathematics for a heretical way. Almost maybe like psychohistory if you've read Foundation. Or if in September you decide to watch the Foundation TV show that's coming out, which I will be doing because I love Isaac Asimov.
So enjoy this. The anathematical engine doesn't exist. It never did. This is, as all of the reputable chronicles and histories of the church assure us, an incontrovertible fact. There are absolutely no anathematicians, and there never were. And even if there were, and listen carefully, there weren't. They died out centuries ago. Some things are simply too absurd to countenance.
So, chat, question for you while we are looking through these books. When it comes to Fading Sun's inspiration, what do you guys like the most? Are you Foundation fans? Are you Dune fans? Are you Babylon 5 fans? Is there something else that you really think is a good anchor point for, what was that, JD? No, yeah, Babylon 5 is a great anchor point for Fading Suns. It's just, she's as wise as she is technically savvy. Technical savvy?
I love that.
I hear
What
it.
page are we on?
Uh,
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love that.
This one's for you, Lee.
I love that.
Are you going to play one if we do our alien one
I
shot?
mean, potentially, or the amphibious people.
And then we get into some of the dramas. So there's Dark Grave. I'm going to skip past the dramas.
Wait, are these like, I was deeply.
Oh, no, that's totally
in
fine. Take your
there.
time.
Is this like a campaign book?
So the first 3 chapters are basically how the nobility, the church, and the merchant guilds handle intrigue, and then there's some adventures in here. And then there are dramatic hooks for Harvard.
So like some dramatic hooks. You mean like some inspiration?
Yeah, it's
There
just
it is.
like here's
What you say?
It's either you or me, baby.
What you say? Look, I'm pretty.
See, this is closer to Orleton.
Oh, I
Which
see.
page?
The one who has no neck.
68. Yeah, dude don't have any neck.
but remember New Orlecan
Oh, wait there, right there.
is svelte.
He had to glow up.
Yeah. The finest body money could buy.
Blech.
Nah, I've seen better.
Sure is.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest, you haven't.
Checks ass.
Jackson hasn't. Young Orleton is. Wow. Let's call him like James McAvoy from Split, and now Gemma is into Count Orleton.
That's uncomfortable.
Ooh,
Wow!
nice shit. Be awful if something happened to it.
What? Both of you are like what?
Oh, sorry. I was just yelling at the
Oh.
Aurochs running at that guy ready to spill his bowels.
All right, let's see here what we've got here.
That threatened your ship.
Page 18 is Ayman Nazgul's favorite Lee Halan art piece, so let's go to that.
Page what?
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. Page
Mhm.
18. So chat's saying depends on what they're reading. Doctor Who, any sort of fantasy space opera, Expanse, and some, ooh,
Which
nice. Early 80s CJ, and I never get her name right.
Remember that time you guys
Shara
went
mixed in.
spacewalking?
That's some good
That was a
good inspiration there. Yeah, look, that's totally Azazel and Ashkagail.
Which page?
Page 94.
mistake.
So yeah, the
Now you
drama
figured
hooks
that out?
are just little like
It's a lot different when you can't
one
see.
column
Mhm.
adventure ideas for GMs to flesh out.
You know, that's cool.
All right, so we're about halfway through the stuff that we have to look through tonight.
Maybe a little past.
Four, yeah, we're just a little past it. What do you guys think so far? What do you think of the Fading Sun? I mean, again, this is year 3 of this Fading Suns campaign.
I'm really excited to, have this campaign continue for another 3 years.
Yeah, we've got enough story in this for another 3 years.
That's not the look of a man who just died inside.
Don't get me wrong, I love Fading Suns. I love the crew of the Oh Boii, but you guys are in Endgame. Maybe not so much like Endgame, but. All right, you guys want to do a book, or do you want to take an aside to something else?
Ooh, what's
Something
your
else.
aside?
Something else?
Yeah, let's
All right,
do
this
something
one
else.
this one is specifically a product designed for our good friend Captain Mars.
Merci beaucoup.
This is the card set, everybody. This is the state and perk deck. If Lee has said it once, she said it 1,000 times. Why aren't all of my perks printed out on cards? And I'm just assuming that they're listening.
Oh, I can't do it.
The translation is, why is she so disorganized? Why can't she? It's because I never had an index.
Lee, how many times, let me just ask you this, how many times have you been like, I use X perk, and I'm like, cool, why don't you read it out loud for the chat? It's not for the chat. It's for me. I'm really excited about having the state cards. So this is basically,
It's the deck is too
Dazed.
big for my little hands.
You could do what I did and just split it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
so the state cards you can actually hand out to your players. So
You
like
were
here's
hearing him,
befriended, daunted,
You were
divinely
immobilized.
inspired.
Blinded.
Ooh, stimulated.
Ruffle shirted.
I was just saying, now the question is,
Ruffle
stimulated,
Yeah.
like
It
you
says
got
you-
stims in
No,
you?
it says you are hyper aware of your surroundings.
That's-
Your mind is racing. You gain initiative edge as well as a +2 bonus to
So it's definitely not.
perception. Your spot your spot maneuver rules are favorable.
So
It has
that's
nothing to
what,
do with my ruffle shirts.
Which is just,
A shame.
yeah.
so wait, that's not what happens when Gemma shoots you full of stims.
Ooh.
I do feel like Rumple Shirted should be like a child's story in the Fading Suns universe about a small man who spins straw into
Shirts?
inappropriate shirts that really
That's
only
this
the
one.
adults. So like if Pixar designed
No.
a Fading Suns myth, so there's
So-
those nods that only the adults get.
So there's perks, states, and afflictions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so grateful for these cards
Alright,
because
so
I-
Rook
here's
said that
the
that your
afflictions.
hyper focusing on one race is spectacular.
on the
Afflictions?
Shantor.
Yeah.
Well, I read a lot about them and their history and all of that
States.
stuff, and now I'm like, wow, I'm really angry for them.
Perks.
Yeah, they're awesome. By the way, Lily, Admiral Nelson says that his Vorax questing knight loves grenades too, most of the time. That's really the only thing that he wears.
There.
At least
Lily,
he
I found
says-
cartographer for you.
Perfect. I definitely have that one, and I'm quite excited to not have to. I've bookmarked my digital copy, but the bookmarks, there's so many of them as to be useless.
Fair.
So this is the play kit. Now this is for the GM at the table because it provides materials for the rest of the table.
They're so much prettier and regal.
The Vorax.
Yeah, I kind of pictured, like, again, a dumb, cuddly dog.
Well, just remember the one Vorax you interacted with was electrocuted by Gregor,
Because she
which
bit.
really was the turning point where Gregor went from that NPC that we sort of barely tolerate to
Oh, there's
Oh.
a brain in there.
Gregor just electrocuted someone. I think that my ruffled shirt is going in that hamper.
She was just like, ooh, extreme violence. Yes.
That's right. Calypso isn't bent. Calypso's just Calypso. Alright, so this one comes with a token sheet to track revivals, surges, and something else that is listed.
What is the
And Technostic Overload. That is spectacular.
What is the what?
the dark crystal
Mhm.
mystics?
Ah.
The Voroks kind of remind me of mystics. Now they have that same aura going on.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so this is for setting out,
Oh my
I'm gonna set this up. This is the jump web map, but it also has, whoops. JD, you got all of this? Am I doing this well? You got the troop coffer at the top, and the well where all of the tokens sit at on the bottom. So this is for sitting in the center of the table for your players so they can kind of keep track of everything. We will be using this going forward. This thing you all want. This is amazing. This is the action booklet. So this tells you all of the common maneuvers, everything you can do in a fight, all of your defensive maneuvers, your influence attack, and your influence defenses. It tells you what the maneuver is called, what characteristic, what capability you use, what's the resistance, and what happens if you succeed.
It also tells you when you use it for 2 VPs or the odds or the evens. I can't speak
Oh.
English because I'm just having a seizure.
Well, isn't this handy?
Yes, and there are 5 of these.
For NPCs.
Yep, and these are for tracking, as Becca said, your different NPC states, coffers, that sort of things, purses. And then the rest of this is something that I love that Ulysses does. They do this with Torg. This is a pad of characters. They have everything you need on the back to know what you're playing, your equipment, and then the character sheet on front. So it's the archetypes. So you have the aide, the brain, the dreamer, the eccentric, the face. So with this play kit, you basically can just sit down, hand out characters to play, and go. So it's sort of like the archetypes in Torg that we've looked at.
Wait.
They're half sheets.
They're half sheets for the NPCs. But, chat, I'm sorry to say, there's more. So, I think Bill, let me double check this before I say something out of turn. That's right, Chainsaw Gothic, but wait, there's more. Yes, and you're right, I am an Osgul. The action booklet is spectacular, like, just amazing. Let me just pull up the Ulysses Worlds chat. I believe they announced it today, but I don't want to accidentally speak out of turn.
There's so many perks.
The witch. Like weirdly attracted to that. What are you talking about?
We've seen
Yes,
that.
JD, did they
It's a
announce that?
surprise.
I know.
Perfect. So they did announce that there is a new Kickstarter coming for Fading Suns that will focus on different areas of space, and we're going to get 3 more books like the books we're about to show. So, do you guys want nobles, priests, or merchants first?
What?
Merchants!
Nobles, priests, or merchants first?
My book!
It's not your book, I don't think.
My book! I'm a merchant.
You are a merchant.
I'm a
So
merchant.
they put out with the main Kickstarter one of these books for each each social class. So these are the imperial dossiers. This is on the Reeves Guild, which for Lee, this is the lawyer's book.
Hey! And I will toss it in the trash. No, just kidding.
So it covers the law and the lucre, which is spectacular. Well done.
I honestly, at this point, feel like Calypso would actually be very aware of the law because don't break the law while you're breaking the law.
That's right. Come on. So these are all deep dives into one specific My brain just died. It's not a calling, and it's not a class. Faction. Thank you. Yes, New Frontiers. Thank you. New Frontiers. The crowdfunding starts on July 15th. We will be plugging the crap out of this. Now, I will just say one of these little books. I won't say more than just the fact that Maddie will be very excited to have one of those books at the end of the Kickstarter. Take that to mean what you will. So you got notable NPCs. Man, this is just fantastic. Money and the Law, the fact book. That feels the church and the money in the church, the curse of Mammon.
Oh, that guy did. He got stabbed in his bed.
You are not wrong.
Oh, look at that. Crime and Punishment. Somebody is about to get branded on page 50.
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna look at the punishments because.
You want to know what Calypso is in for?
I mean, unless she just
Yep,
gets
Fan of the
massively
Truth, that's right.
murked.
Hargard and the Star Nation. So thank you, chat, for keeping me honest here. Yeah, so that's what's going to be covered. We're going to look at Barbarian Space. We're going to look at the Battle Order as one of these little dossiers, which is super excited.
Hey,
Yeah, it is, Andrew, filthy, filthy, dirty money. But
Calypso,
the filthy lucre if you are a
Did you
fan of
say
the KJV. as
your
it's
crime
known.
has been theft, smuggling, assault, or murder.
Yes.
So in cases of smuggling, your punishment from a local lord would be imprisonment of 1 to 3 years.
Hey, look. If
Of
I-
the church, simple or severe penance, guilt, just a written warning, a beating, a brand, an indenture,
Ooh, I
or
like that
execution.
one.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, no. This pretty much looks like if she ever gets caught by like anybody,
Hey, look,
she's either gonna be beheaded or hanged.
Snake.
Page 55 is what Calypso did to Tag.
Yep.
Beheading?
Nope. Keep going.
Wait, which
Which page?
55?
55.
Oh, guys, there's new careers in here.
Elections agent,
Oh, that's
Fixer.
fantastic. Collection agent, yep, fixer,
negotiator.
I think I did that specifically to you.
factotum.
Yeah, you did that. You did that. Was it Switch or Twitch?
Switch.
Switch. Yeah,
Switch,
that's what
that's
she
what
did.
it
To
was,
Switch.
Switch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we both. I think we were both like tag. Wrong. Yeah, no, that
That's what you did to Switch. She made it on the ship. Dang it.
yeah, she did make it on the ship.
Oh yeah, the Echo Hounds are pretty,
Fair bit.
pretty creepy.
Oh, you can.
I'm sorry. Are you ready?
Wait.
What are you writing down?
What are you?
I'm sorry. You taking notes?
Writing down. There, Jim.
Sorry.
All right, all right, Lily, I feel like you have been patient and just indulging us. Do you want to see the nobles or the church next?
The church, obviously. But I have been able to pull up the stream, so I have been able to see
You're
some more
following
stuff.
along? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for following along at
So
home.
far behind.
You.
It's very disorienting. It's about 6 seconds behind.
Oh no!
I have a question.
I have an answer. I don't have an answer.
So
I haven't
this
read these
sentence
books yet.
specifically says those executed for religious crimes are usually burned at the stake, regardless of station. Would borrowing a large coffer
So-
from a church?
No, I mean borrowing probably not. Flat out theft of a church coffer from a major cathedral on Lemminkainen probably is state worthy.
We're not going back, guys.
To Lemminkainen?
You're on
We're on
Lemminkainen.
Lemminkainen.
No.
Lily's like, no, that's.
About that.
I know one thing about this game, and that's where we are. That's what I built. My character always knows where she is, and we're definitely on Lemminkainen.
Oh shoot.
That's
Shoot.
awesome. So this is
Gotta
the
stay away
Imperial
from
dossier on the Earth Orthodox, so the main faction within the church. Oh man. Also, can we just talk about
Excuse
the page 3, the symbol of the Omega Gospels, the Omega symbol with the jump gate cross in the middle is just a spectacularly well done bit of iconography in my personal opinion.
Wait, who can be red?
I don't know, but Chainsaw Gothic says he definitely wants to run a Fading Sun's Breakfast Club game, and I'd show up for that. I'm just saying. What page is that on?
40.
But I'm only on page 13.
Well, you can wait.
So let's see here. Giuseppe Alustro. I hope I'm pronouncing your Twitch name correctly. Probably not. He's like, yes, Voldrox, Hargard, Brother Battle, Charioteers, and Spacecraft are the books that will be coming in the new Kickstarter. So back it. I mean, we're gonna be telling you to back it for like 4 weeks. So just save yourself the time and the stress, and then just jump in the chat and be like, "We did that already, JM." You can let that go. What page are we on?
42.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm moving. Oh, this one is awesome. Yeah.
That was really pretty.
Oh, wait a second. So, Admiral Nelson, I realize that I'm running a stream right now, but I would like to hear about your Blades in the Dark session.
Oh, there's a Militant's party.
Page 40 something,
Are there
Maddie?
people in pig suits?
Yeah, what page?
47.
So 40 and then 42. You're getting
All right.
close.
Oh my!
I realize I'm moving.
Oh my!
Oh, yeah. The fact book
I
of
moved.
theology, like the Imperium,
Oh my!
is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So, nipple pasties are canon.
Sorry, Jiggy.
I'm gonna just.
They are indeed.
Apparently, they are. JD's just gonna have to roll with it. I won't hold them. Don't worry. New callings are missionary, and that's it. Feel like I built that up and then flipped the page, and there was nothing else to say. But there are new perks, which are very cool, and new skill maneuvers. So new ways to use empathy, knavery. And new Thurgic rights. Yes. Evan, if you're still watching, check out this page 60 and 61. There are a lot of really good Orthodox Thurgy rights. Did you see page 62, Maddie?
No, I ain't gone there. I'm reading about the virtuous saints.
New devotional articles, Jumpgate crosses, Omega Gospels. You can get an illuminated copy of the Omega Gospels.
Whoa. I was just looking at ghosts.
You guys know me. This is what,
Wait,
prayer wheels, rosaries, ruffled shirts, and pasties. Okay, so we've got everything covered that we've seen in this book.
which page are you telling me to look at?
62.
I was looking at page 49.
Did you see this one?
Sainthood.
All right, did you guys see the
Oh, I
tiger
did-
at the
I
end?
didn't actually.
That's not a tiger. That is a great scarab.
That is fair.
I'm a little concerned that I need to read this.
The Path of Sainthood, you might want to look at that. No reasons. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to the chat here real quick. I too am excited for the Voldrox coming up in the new Kickstarter. All right.
Ow.
So last but not least, guys, like seriously,
There's a lot of content. I'm like a wee bit like
Overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
well, and think about it. We're gonna get these like 3 more books in the new Kickstarter. We're gonna get the book on barbarian space. We're going to get just a ton of new material in the second Kickstarter. It's super exciting, but I'm with Lee. This is my reading for the week.
Right.
All right, so last but not least, the last Imperial dossier is House Hawkwood. So this is the Noble House one. None of you are from House Hawkwood, so...
No.
Or
But
Boo
we'll-
is.
with luck, we'll get into it.
Talking about marrying into it?
Did
He's gonna kill.
Gemma
Lorenzo.
agree to?
Oh, look at this. This
What
art
page
piece
did
on
you
page 3 is gorgeous.
Oh,
Like a knight of House Hawkwood
Nope,
battling
nope.
what seems to be like a lindworm.
Nope.
I feel like these are the things that we've like, and I think it's just because in general our group tends to be super like role play heavy, that we don't do a lot of like, let's just go and explore these mountains.
We ain't got time for that.
And so we've avoided a lot of this that would literally, had I known a lot of this stuff existed, I probably would have been like,
Let's go check it out.
I mean, the fact that
Oh,
the
that map
what's it
of
called, the
Ravenna
space
would've been
krakens,
nice.
the
The void
void.
krakens.
Yeah, no, I'm deeply uncomfortable about that now.
Gwyneth, Ravenna, both have like deep dive. Lemon Canaan has a deep dive in the House
Something so
Hawkwood book.
helpful.
Hey, look at that. So in case you guys are wondering,
Top
you guys
secret.
are, if you go to page 32, here's a map of the planet that you are on.
Oh, so I can pointedly avoid the cathedral, right?
Well, it's in Hakanen, which is right here, and the Blood Desert and Hadrian's Wall are kind of right there.
Huh. Neat.
Thanks, Bill.
Where's Hadrian's Wall?
It's not on the map because I made it up.
Okay.
Big fan of the Romans. Thanks, Lily. I saw the nod.
Becca, this also feels like Limbus on page 34.
Oops. Yeah, the like death and dying.
More death.
Death and sadness.
The nobility has a lot of information here in the middle section of this book on like how fealty and vassalage works, the holdings by title in House Hawkwood.
Ooh, Duchess Catherine. Did we talk to her?
Yeah, you have not,
I
but
didn't.
Francesco is the is her spy master. Which, let's just be honest, I want to play him more because he is one of my favorite NPCs. It's like him and Frank and obviously Gregor. Those are kind of my top 3 favorite NPCs.
I just really appreciate that Frank made top 3 there, and he's literally just like a weird malfunctioned octo canine thing.
Yeah. So, new callings: Servant, Star Marine, the elite soldiers found in many space
It's like a
armadas.
sensory experience that I'm so sorry. I didn't
No,
mean
that's
to
fine.
interrupt you.
No, go for it.
Like have you just touched like
Yeah, you can feel the print on the page.
She has a flashlight on her shoulder too.
very
It's a real thing.
oh yeah, like my sensory
Represent. Star Sailors, new perks like Holy Knight, Noble Mean, Boarding Action, Viscount, Viscount, I think is actually how it's pronounced. Is that correct?
I count.
Viscount, yeah.
Is that like a tiny little T-Rex puppy?
Well,
No, it's a Leviathan spy.
Holy Night
Is
benefits. You
is
gain
it a small?
+1 mind resistance in addition to the bonuses allowed bestowed by your church ordination. Also, you gain +2 gold to any castigate maneuvers you make against anyone you've bested in physical combat.
Well, let me just let Maddie know what castigate means, because I now have a book that I can look this up in. So if you castigate someone,
Why didn't we get to see any of these guys on Ravenna?
which
Right.
ones?
Or the rast wasp.
Oh, the giant birds that live in the mountains of Ravenna.
Did you focus?
I got myself.
I feel like
This is really why we haven't had physical books for so long. I've been afraid that Becca
Can't see anything anymore.
would injure herself, and I stand.
confirmed.
Rock troll, star salamander.
All right, so castigate is a social state that causes the person to be guilt-ridden. Wait, ready, Maddie? This is appropriate for this week because you played Shelley on Tuesday. You are a guilt-ridden sinner in the hands of an angry god. You are nervous around your influencer. You suffer a -2 goal on any influence attack rolls against them. You will answer truthfully any questions they put to you, but generally with just a yes or no answer. You won't reveal any deep secrets of your factions. Questions whose answer might put your allies in peril might trigger a reflexive shake it off roll. So you should castigate more often. Just channel Shelley while playing Gemma. All right, so crew of the Oh Boy.
So, Is this all from the Kickstarter that just got sent out?
This is all from the very first Kickstarter.
Holy cannoli, there's a lot. I'm just really impressed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that when it comes to Ulysses International Kickstarters, you get far more than your money's worth out of these things. This is the stack of material.
I can't.
Work out. We need to stop role playing and work out.
That's right. Yeah, by next week.
I'm gonna be so swole.
That's right. I was just gonna say Lee's gonna be swole.
Oh my god.
She's we're gonna have the gun show. That's what the episode's gonna be titled next week. And it's just gonna be Lee's guns from lifting these books for a week. So we had before we get into our final thing, we had a very special giveaway this week because one of our moderators, Phantom of Truth, who is just a delightful guy. You got to see him playing Teddy on Tuesday in the B team, where he built Jungle B-52 hang gliders and then used them to swoop around a ziggurat and knock a dinos off the wall. If you're not following our Torg game,
That doesn't make any sense.
just go and watch just the B team episodes, and that'll get you caught up. Got an extra jump gate D20. So one of the D20s that were produced for the Fading Suns Kickstarter that has a jump gate in the place of, I think, the 20. I could be wrong. It might be in the place of the 1, but because 1 is, yeah, anyway. And we were giving it away tonight to people in chat. And so I'm just going to let everyone know that I will announce that after this final question. So you have to stay tuned for the next 5 minutes. So, as people who have been playing this game for, you are people. As people and Becca, who have been playing this game for the last 2.5, nearly 3 years, now that you can see the physical products, at least virtually for Lily, but in person for everyone else, what are your thoughts, having played this game for 3 years and now getting the sweet, sweet swag of it all?
It's a little intimidating, because now others can follow along. Before it was like, just trust us, guys. We know what we're doing.
Thank you, by the way, Giuseppe. Jump gate symbol is on the 1. The dark sign is on the 20 side of this die that we will be giving away. So, yeah, it is. It's sort like, I mean, I've read through the core rules. I haven't read through the faction books. I haven't read through Intrigues and Escapades yet. I haven't read through the faction book. There's a lot here.
I'm gonna be honest. I've scratched the surface of that binder in 3 years, mostly just skimming for perks I could use. So.
Hashtag skimming for perks. Lee, Becca, Lily, any thoughts? Are you intimidated that I'm going to give you like 5 pounds of books to take home?
It is not 5 pounds. It is, it's at least 30. I think it.
I'm very excited for 30 pounds of books. The art is really beautiful, even not seeing it, in person. It's spectacular.
I agree. Like, I was really excited about these books, and I was still blown away by the art. Like, the writing is spectacular. Like, Bill and the rest of the team did a great job taking what existed before in Fading Suns and bringing it into a new edition. But the full color art has really sort of jumped the quality of the books up, and they are gorgeous. Lee, Becca?
I think it's like fully realized that we've been very like introspective on ourselves, and I feel like a lot of that has been because we had these giant white binders. I wish I had mine so I could show you all that mine's literally, you open it and the spine falls out. And I think it just like fully realized that there's like, I have a feeling that all of our games are just gonna kind of like slightly step up. We're gonna start, there's gonna be like, what was that? And Calypso will just come bursting out going, was it a void kraken? Don't tell me it was a void kraken. Like, there's gonna be a little bit more.
I promise this. Tonight, July 1st, 2021,
Oh, God.
there will be at least one void kraken in this campaign.
I like the Dickens.
That's... Calypso has one fear.
Is it void kraken?
It is void kraken because it sure as heck wasn't a creepy freaking demon dragon thing that I just willy-nilly let in my head and saw on page 394.
And it's definitely not that octogenarian librarian who's still holding a torch
Oh, good.
on Lemminkainen.
He's still
Oh,
alive?
he's
Oh.
here.
Yeah, he's an octogenarian and change.
Still alive.
He's
Well,
no longer.
he's
He's
got
not a
something to live for.
novagenarian.
Oh,
Right?
Ohio.
Novagenarian? Not Nova.
Nana?
Nonagenarian, I think is what it is. All right. Well, Becca, wrap us up here. What are your thoughts on the sweet, sweet Kickstarter that was Fading Suns?
But wait, there's more.
There's not. That's it. Like I don't. Like there better not be more because I don't think I can carry any more.
30 pounds books.
True.
I think there was. Did you have a Void Kraken in your Halloween one shot?
No.
Admiral Nelson is asking.
No, it wasn't a void kraken. It was just something that wanted to eat them all, and they all just
Was
turned
that the one
tail
I?
and ran.
Was that the one I played in?
Well, I've done 2 Halloween ones.
That's right.
One you played in
Yeah.
along with JD, Abby, and Maddie, and then
Just a delight, like all of them,
the other one was
but especially one of them. I'll let you decide.
the first one. Then the second one was Maddie, Evan, Mark,
Mm-hmm.
Marty.
I've never been in any. I've never been physically
Was it
present
only
in this
4?
state
I feel
overall.
like there might have been a 5th player. And that one was funny because it was clearly a haunted ghost ship, and they all went, "Why would we go there?"
We don't want to step on this ship.
And they all kind of went like with one foot like left in the door of their ship as they went like, okay, is there still a path back? There's still a path back. Is there still a path back? There's still a path back. Like, and so as soon as something showed up, they just booked it. So there were no void krakens. But this Halloween, I guess we know what's going to show up.
I will say, if there's a reason that I chose Becca to run the Halloween one shots, and if
Why?
you have not checked out her Call of Cthulhu game on Monday nights on the Iconic Production
Still not
channel
scary.
with Lee playing,
Don't
you
do that.
definitely should. Lee's character now has a vampire boyfriend, which is sort of like having a demon boyfriend in Fading Suns, I assume.
Sort of.
Gregor's
So
no.
many demons. to
Gregor's
kill.
not going to be harmed. Oh.
That's fair.
already have
Admiral
one
Nilsson
unit.
said there were tentacles in the final combat, so he just assumed it was a void kraken.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we'll wrap up here in a second, but I will say, so the winner of the Jumpgate D20 is I am an Osgoul. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for always being a part of the Fading Suns chat. We appreciate it. We will be back next week with the fallout of the last 2 games.
In other words, tag's going to fall off.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely
We're
what's
just
going to
shake
happen.
and lose.
Yeah,
We'll
tags
follow.
really kind of like a tick. You need to like squeeze it and then burn it off. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. But thank you all for joining us. Check out all the other great shows on the Ulysses International channel,
Oh, no.
including Heretical Musings, which discusses more about what is going on in Fading Suns. If you like Fading Suns, please check out Heretical Musings. It's great. Also check out this little tiny thing that we do. It's barely worth mentioning. The Horseman game, which is just this sprawling Torg Eternity game that we have been running for the last 2 years. It's a delight. The B Team games are a fun diversion from the main arc.
There's something.
They are delightful. I
They
love
are
all of my
something.
Torg players. Maybe not equally, but definitely I love all of them. And Lily plays in that game as well. And this Tuesday we have a special one-shot coming up for Torg, where we're going to have several special guests, including Greg, one of the designers on Torg Eternity, who will be playing in a Pan Pacifica prelude. It's a lot of alliteration. before we jump back into the Horseman game, and special announcement for that, Becca will be rejoining us as Lapis, her character from the Eternity Shard game, that has been both a villain and sometimes ally of the Horseman. So that will be delightful. Lily, you will get to play with Becca again.
I'm so sorry.
Like twice a week. I know, right? Well, I mean,
She already plays with me.
she
twice.
plays with you twice a week already.
I know, but I get.
You all, I mean, you, yeah. Okay, hold on, I'm sorry. Let's rewind here. We can edit that out in post, right, JD?
Just here, no.
We just heard a really resolute and emphatic no. Also, Maddie will get to play with Becca twice a
Exactly.
week now for the next start.
Yeah.
Maddie, did you know that you're going to get to play twice
No,
a
I
week with
didn't. I'm
Becca
so
for the next
excited.
arc?
I
Anyway,
already play with you twice a week.
that's right. Lee, nothing will change for you. So, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. I am JM the GM. This is the crew of the Oh Boy. We have been going through the Fading Suns material that came in the first Kickstarter. Hopefully, in about a year, we will go through this again with the new materials from the new Kickstarter, which I believe is being called New Worlds. I could be wrong. No, it's just the new Kickstarter. So there you go.
That was so funny.
The new Fading Suns Kickstarter, which will go live on July 15th. We will be keeping you informed on where it's at, what the stretch goals that have been reached, what are close to being unlocked, and what the final goal is. So stay here for all of your Fading Suns news. Thank you to all of our chat. As always, we love interacting with you. I run this game for the people at the table, but we are all highly invested in the fact that you guys are joining us on this journey, so thank you. So again, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming, and we will see you in a week. New Frontiers. Thank you, chat. You guys are the best. All right.